Greetings everyone. Elon tia svon ha tiun tia ase. Elion tion hi asion tiu asa. I hope that everybody is doing great and that you're having a great new year and that you step into the new year with a bang of the energy. I also hope that you set up your resolutions and your goals for this year and that you are still following up with them. Now, it doesn't matter if you set up your resolutions or your goals in the beginning of the new year or anytime through the year, whenever it's the spring, summer or the fall. The important is that you come to the point and you say, hey, I want to change something, or I have those dreams I want to achieve. I have wishes, I have plans, I can see the bigger pictures and I'm ready to go for it. I'm ready to do it. And that's the point when it's really important to focus all your energy on it. Set up your goal, perhaps to write down your goal and be really sure on what you want to do and follow it. And stay focused with it and stay focused on the path. Now, when you get into this kind of the energy, when you get into the goals and the resolution, get set on it, usually get very hype about it. And that's usually happen with the New Year's. We get hype about the resolution, whenever it's the quick smoking and write the book that I wanted to write, or start a new business, learn how to knit. God, so many things that we put in our resolutions, which is amazing. We get hype up about it, and first week or 2 weeks we work really hard at it, to follow up with it, to have that yoga session every day, and then comes the low time. When that energy sort of wears off, the excitement wears off, and then the hardship comes in. Because everything that you do, you have to either learn or you have to persevere. You have to really go through that path before you master that new things that you set up for you for resolution. Whenever you finish the product or you learn something new, you have to master it. And then there are easy parts and there are hard parts as well in this kind of the energy and the doing. Usually when you hit that low part, that is when your fears comes. In the beginning, your fears are kind of in the back and says, oh yeah, just make a plan, just do what you want to do. I know how to stop you because I have stopped you before. And you have not finished a project before, remember? But right now, have your fun. And that's what happened. Then when you started kind of getting tired and says, oh man, it's too much of work and I still have to do this and you still have to do that, and suddenly you start to make excuses and you start procrastinate and you always find what else needs to be done before you take care of what you want to do. And especially in a family setting, it seems to me whenever you want to always find the time for yourself to work on that particular project, everybody needs something, and so that sort of gives you an excuse that you have to make a dinner and clean the house and fix this and fix that before giving that time to yourself to create what you dream of to create. And that's where the fears literally come. Procrastination is the sign of the fears. The fear always starts something little, but it grows bigger and bigger and bigger. Fears can grow into anxiety, into depression, into avoidance, into the loneliness, and it can grow into this huge monster. So when you get to this point, let's say you want to write a book, and you're always putting it aside because something else is more important to do than for you to find that, let's say, half hour a day to sit down and write to get your story going. You can, you can dream your story in the head, and that half hour really quickly write on the piece of the paper, what is it about, and get that setting going and get it going. When you started to make excuses and you start to procrastinate, you have a fears. At that time, it is great to sit down, take a piece of the paper and write down, what am I afraid of? And go to the bottom of your fear. It is the conscious fear, it is the subconscious fear. Where does it originate from? Does it originate from me to be afraid to succeed? Does it originate from me to be afraid that I'm gonna be ridiculed? And if yes, then you have to go further more. Who instilled these fears within me? Were it my parents who didn't believe in me? Was it my teacher who was telling me that I'm horrible? Was it a religion who tried to control me? Where did fear originate from? Fear is a very earth feeling, it's the earth-based feeling, and it is a controlling feeling. It is how we literally control one another with a fear, even with the children, when they do something bad, we fear them, what's gonna happen? And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not good, as long as it's start imprinting on you furthermore into the adulthood, that fear needs to be released, and that's not a good instill fears. So the good question is asked once more again, what is it that you are afraid of? Now, write it down and go to the bottom of the fears and release them. All does it take is take this beautiful blue light or the golden light, you take from your soul, take from your energy, and you send it back yourself to the future, or to the past. You send it to yourself to the past, and you can talk to yourself like you are this little kid, to your soul, like you would talk to a little child, and release that fear where it originates from. Literally, that seed is like a weed, and you pluck it out and throw it away out of your garden because you don't need it. What you also can do from that point of view, let's say that my fear originated when I was about 5 years old, and my parents got divorced, and my mother was very stressed and upset and was always yelling at me, and I always felt like I'm not good enough, that never, whatever I do, it's not good enough, and that's scary with me up into present time. As I release that fear, you cannot never change it, that outcome of the event always stays there, but you can release it. But you can also take that gold, the blue energy, or any color that you feel like to, that you feel drawn to, and you can send yourself energy through that pathway into the future to empower yourself. Tell yourself when you're 5-year-old, again, identify your own time, that you're gonna be a great writer, and you're gonna write that book that everybody's gonna love, that you just will be really good at that, and you literally send yourself that boost of the energy from the past into the future. And in the energy world, the time and the distance doesn't matter. And when you consciously identify it, you create the energy conscious click in your mind, and that is a very powerful thing. When you consciously switch, change, when you consciously understand what's going on, and then you send it, into the past, you talk to your own soul, release it, send it forward into the future, literally, how would you call it? Fortified your energy through this developing time into the future, and then you can sit there and just write that story, or it goes with any another goals, ideas, resolution that you do, to have a yoga exercise every day, open the new business with baking the cupcakes, become the energy healer, go back to school and study and become a nurse or a teacher, become a scientist, work on the research project, whatever it is, you have a power in your own hands to do so. If you find yourself in a negative environment, if your family doesn't support you or doesn't understand you and what you're doing, and you truly feel that what you're doing is a positive thing, it has a positive impact on the future of yourself, on the others around yourself. If you are working in an environment when the people don't, again, understand you, or you feel in the very negative environment, and I know that many of you are in this situation, and you don't have that friend, you don't have that buddy who tells you, hey, you're doing great, and this is just amazing, and keep it up a little bit longer, don't get into this I'm stuck stage. Set up your time and push yourself even if you don't want to, because once you climb that mountain, you'll be the king, you'll be on the top of the mountain, or the queen, you succeed. The success, comes within you. To the other world, it should not matter to you, how they see you, if they see you like this greatest next coming thing, or nobody notice you. If you know in your heart that you succeed, that you finish your goal, that you finish your resolution, and you climb that mountain, the top on the mountain, you are a winner, you are a success, you are amazing. And when you know it within you, you in the end don't need to hear from everybody how amazing you are, because that just strokes your ego and you don't need it. You need to know that you accomplished something, and with that energy you can go and accomplish something else and do it. Now, go a little bit back. If you need that boost of someone to telling you or feeling you, give you that feel that hey, you're doing good, all you have to do is to open your heart chakra, open that energy in your heart chakra, let your soul shine, grow it bigger, little bang, let's plant that energy in your body, illuminate yourself with your soul energy, let it vibrate wide, wide, wide out of your physical body, and connect with your soul family. Do it right now. Connect with your soul family. Everybody who's here on the earth, each of us came here with a soul family. Each of us came here to support one another, to give each other that energy boost. Some of us who knows, who are aware that we came here with a soul family, we send the love and light to you every single day. I may not know you, you may be the stranger to me, I may be the stranger to you, but I send you the love from my heart to yours, from my soul to yours, to give you that boost on your journey, to know that you can accomplish anything you put in your mind, and that resolution, that goal you set up for yourself, that this year is gonna be finished, and that you can continue into another resolution. So, and when you receive this energy, use it for the greatness of yourself and the others, and if you feel that you had enough, send it to the others, send it to your soul family. Wake up in the morning with the feeling I'm sending the love and light to all my soul family here, to my soul brothers and sisters. Now if you need a boost, I'm going to send you the boost in the language of light, to really overcome those fears, to be able to see your fears, identify them, and release them. Elan tiahant yosovati, elan kia so, esion tiu ase, elan kia asion tiu asa, elan kion ta, esion tiu ase. From my heart to yours, to help you on your journey. The next step, I want you to learn to be the prophet of your own future. It is very, very easy, and it also will help you with overcoming your fears. To be prophet of your future is literally something that you will focus in your energy, and you will see if the decisions that you're making, if the resolutions that you are setting are appropriate for you. Are they good for you? Are they good for your surrounding, for your neighbors, for the earth, for your city? And all it does take is just to identify where's your strong center in the body. Are you more feeling energy in your body? Are you more absorbing energy through your mind or through your throat chakra? For me it is, I'm very strong with the feeling the energy. So I'm gonna feel my energy within my body and between my heart. And if you really have a hard time to identifying where it is, just focus on your heart and focus on your body and feel it inside. There's a project I'm working on. I'm writing the book, for example. And again, just use your very own example, because I know that each of you have a goals, each of you have a dreams that you may be too afraid to do. And literally our energy in this year is set up into doing the things and overcoming the fear. And that's what we are working with now. And so you set up, you think about the goal that you want to do, and you want to see the impact of this goal. I want to see myself at 5 years from now, if I finish this book, what impact it's going to have on my life, and what impact it's going to have on everybody around me. And I may feel that, before I feel that, okay, we have to let all your doubts away, all your judgment, all your expectations, everything. You sort of clear your mind. You take a deep breath in and you release all the air out, and you take another deep breath in and you release all the worries, all the expectations, all the judgment, everything. You are the third person who has nothing to do with you. you sort of become a neutral, very neutral, and you want to see the book or the business that you want to do or the project that you want to work on and that you procrastinate or always putting aside. How it's gonna be, how will I feel when I finish it? What an impact it's gonna have on my life when I finish it. And it may be just something that I make, that I do, that's gonna help me to bring my own self-confidence. And that self-confidence will help me with my another task, with my another goal that I will have ahead of me. Or this can have an amazing impact on the future of the humankind. So what do you want to feel? You want to feel that feeling in your heart or feeling in your body. Does it feel positive? Does it feel negative? If it feels positive, then by all means you have a green light and you should go and do it. You will become the prophet of your own future. The future is always probable future, what you see. You know, if I see today that I'm going to write a book, it's going to be the bestseller, it's going to be amazing. And then I'm not going to give the proper time to my writing and will just, kind of flunk it, then obviously in the end it's not going to be the amazing book because it's going to have many flaws. But if I spend that time with it, what that book deserves to have, or again, any business, any doing, even the exercise and the dieting, if I put that energy in it and mean it, then it's going to have an amazing impact in the future. And so learn to predict what's going to happen. You don't need anybody to tell you what's going to happen because you know it. Your energy will know it. And it's the same, you go back, release the fear. And from that fear point, you look into the future and says, what an impact it's going to have on me. If I release my fear of not having enough confidence here when I'm 5 years old, I can feel that I'm gonna grow really confident and good in the later on in my life, and I'll be able to talk to people about what am I doing and share about my book or again anything else that you do. So the message for you when you started your resolution and set up your goals, following your dreams, when you hit that low, is do not give up. You are not a quitter. You just hit the little low and you need a little help on the journey. Identify your fears. Go to the root of your fears and be prophet of your own future. And I hope that I hear from many of you that you tell me that you really went for it, you were not scared, and you went to the root of the problem, you solved the problem, and you empower yourself on this amazing journey in this life that we have. Thank you everybody for joining me, and I send you my love from my heart to yours. Thank you, thank you, thank you.